Hi Libra, this is Jeffrey. This is Ripecolor. This is your reading for December 2022. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, press the bell for notifications. I offer private readings. I also offer IUT, which is a healing modality. It can help you to move energy. Membership is $2.99 a month and allows you to watch the weekly videos arranged by sign, commercial free. Please visit my website, ripecolor.com. I still have beautiful scarves and handmade t-shirts available for purchase. A lovely Christmas present for you or a loved one. Something is settling in. Something is settling in. So just allow it to settle in. It's kind of like sort of like when you get a new pet, right? Or sometimes things are new and it's like okay, and then it's like, oh, okay, it's just part of like the fabric. It's a little bit like that. I feel like it's new information or a new, maybe it's like a new way of looking at things or a new, I feel like it's in your head, or maybe a new idea that you've been exposed to that initially you were like, oh, I don't think that's right, I don't think that's right, and then it's like, oh, okay, it's like settling in. All right. I did on my marketing thing, right? I never know. You'd think I'd have a script, but I don't. Maybe one day I will. Probably not, but maybe one day. I don't know. Sometimes I forget to say this, I forget to say that. It's like, oh, whatever. So this is December. I'll have the weeklies up very soon. And there are a lot of other videos that I really want to make. I lost a day, but I'm here today. I'm here now. Um, Okay, I get the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups, some people could see it as, well, I mean, it could be that. That is what it is, actually. Okay, I'm really getting a lot of messages with this one. So the Two of Cups, a lot of times I understand this as one meeting one's higher self, but the Two of Cups is really obviously a relationship card, right? And I feel like, am I going to meet this person or people halfway and offer them what they offer me? Or is there something greater for me on the horizon? And am I going to walk away? It's almost like we used to see eye to eye, but we don't know. It's not, it's kind of like my relationship with New York. It's like there's this energy of like an amicable divorce. It's like New York served me. It was wonderful. I learned a lot. I grew up there. It informed me on many, many, many levels. And then it was time to go because there was something greater. And so I left. That's actually what I'm feeling. Because I've looked at it really carefully and in a really practical way. And I'm getting a lot of callings towards something else. It not necessarily a personal relationship. This could be a relationship with a group of people. This could be a relationship with um, a job that you used to really love, or even a creative thing that you used to really get a lot out of. And it's like, I think it's time to move to somewhere else. Yeah, it's time. I have a new energy coming. I think what you're settling into is a deeper sense of self-love, a deeper sense of self-love. And it's leading you toward thinking different thoughts, toward accepting and allowing more gifts, toward planting seeds in a new garden, toward confidence, toward healing. This is done. This, naysaying and not trusting your own thoughts. Yeah, you're expanding. You're expanding into something else. You're willing to take a chance. And you no longer want to carry this burden of self-doubt. Yeah, you're interested in being comfortable and being whole and being at home and being stable. And you're willing to execute a new plan toward a new road. My third ace. No, my second. Something is really, really big here. I feel like there's this energy of taking care of yourself and loving yourself on a level that you never really have before, and really letting go of this burden and this self-doubt. And we always have a little bit of self-doubt, and it's like, okay, well, I have a little self-doubt. That doesn't mean I'm not going to go on the job interview. I have a little self-doubt. Doesn't mean I'm not going to ask them out on the date. I have a little self-doubt. That doesn't mean that I'm not going to make the phone call and ask for what I want. It used to stop me, but it ain't going to stop me no more, because I'm a new person and I'm willing to take a chance. And what's the worst that can happen? I made a mistake. Someone said no. So someone else will say yes. There's a sense of letting, it's almost like letting your negative thoughts or whatever, like just roll off your back. Just roll off your back. It's like, well, if it's not you, it'll be somebody else. So I'll tell you a little story. I like telling stories. So I many years ago, I started a t-shirt business. It's a long story how I started, but whatever. I was like, okay, it's time to take the show on the road and go and sell some stores, right? And I had some stores in mind, and I went to like 2 or 3 of them. They were all on the same avenue at that time. It's when they were still small stores. I know there are a few, but not like they used to be. Even then, it was whatever. So I went to 2 or 3 of them, and I kept on getting no. And I was like, I'm going to go get a store today. That's it. And then I walked into a place, and part of me was like, oh, it's really not good enough. And I went in, and I was fumbling, and I sold them some stuff. And then I met a friend right outside. He bought some too. And then I went back the next week. It was sort of like, nothing is going to deter me. Like, even if I'm just acting that I'm taking care of myself, even if I'm just acting that I'm healed, even then if I'm just acting that everything's going to be good. Like, if that's what it takes, then that's what it takes. But I'm moving forward into the future toward, an obstacle, toward new ideas, toward my inspiration, toward planting new seeds, toward comfort, toward releasing the burden of being in my own way. Like, I'm releasing all that. I'm letting settle, this new thing that I was talking about in the beginning, is this new sense of self, this new sense of self. I'm letting that settle in, and I'm acting on it. That's what's going on. It's probably, you're my 12th sign, I do a different order every week. In a certain way, it's really the most empowering reading. Really. It really is. Um, because I've looked at the burden I've been carrying and this self-doubt and this twisting myself into a pretzel, and it just doesn't work. So I'm going to try on a new outfit and go out and do the thing. It's almost like yeah, what was that, Brewster's Millions sort of energy. It's sort of like, well, if I put on the tuxedo and if I act like I'm the rich man, then I am the rich man. Like, it's as simple as that. If I, you know, uh, I clean my dirty working man's hands and I speak correct English, or my fair lady, right? Then I am that person. It's as simple as that. Step into it. It's like stepping into it. It's really, really powerful. All right, I'll show you the cards. Yeah, a new chapter has begun. I'm going after what it is that I want. I'm being supported by spirit. My higher self is, I've been healed. I'm off to bigger adventures. I'm dropping the burden. I've looked at it really carefully. I have lots of inspiration. I have clear ideas. There's a clear path ahead of me. I know how to execute the plan. This notion of I'm twisting myself into a pretzel is done and over. I've been healed of it. I'm planting new seeds toward my comfort, toward stability. It's a really, really nice reading. A really nice reading. Maybe the best this week. I would say so. Not that I really remember. I do a reading, people like, oh, we spoke last month and remember that. And I'm like, no, I don't, because it's like I'm not doing the reading for me, I'm doing it for you. So I don't really remember, which I think is actually the way it's supposed to be. Somebody comes over for dinner when I used to cook a lot in New York. Oh, what did you put in the carrots? It's like, I don't know. Something good. Oh, can I have the recipe? It's like, I don't know what the recipe is. I just sort of live in the moment. And it says to put cinnamon, I put cinnamon. It says to put anise, I put anise. It says to put rosemary, I put rosemary. I don't know what to tell you. Carrots go with everything. All right. Blessings.